Are you desiring more out of life? More love, more connection, more experience, just more aliveness? Well, that is your soul calling you, and together we are going to uncover those soul desires and help you bridge the gap between your physical life and your true soul self. Welcome to the Suddenly Spiritual podcast. My name is Emilee. I'm an intuitive, a psychic medium, and someone who recently and very suddenly awakened to spirituality. On this podcast, we are going to talk all about connecting with your soul to live your fullest, most beautiful life. We're going to talk about spirituality from the perspective of the everyday person. It's my goal that you feel seen and supported on this journey of discovering your soul and awakening to the incredible world of spirit. Let's get started. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Suddenly Spiritual podcast. This is Emilee, and I am so happy to have you here with me for another episode. I just wanted to pop in real quick before I play the content of this episode to let you know this is a replay of a live video I did over on my Instagram account. For the last few weeks on Instagram, I've been doing live videos chatting all about connecting with your soul desires, believing in your soul desires, and then today's replay is about partnering with the universe to bring those soul desires into reality. It has been so much fun getting to connect with you all on Instagram, and if you haven't found me over there, go ahead and give me a follow. I'm at Suddenly Spiritual, and I would love to connect with you, hear your thoughts on this, answer any questions, and just chat with you over there. So I hope you enjoy this episode. I hope it speaks to your heart, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, friends. Enjoy. Hello, my friends. Hello. I hope you all can hear me okay. My computer's like being crazy loud in the background, so I hope that noise isn't translating onto the phone where I'm recording this from. Hope you're all having an amazing day. If you saw my stories, I woke up feeling so inspired today, and so I'm really happy to be able to come and chat with you now. What a perfect day to have this live video when I just woke up feeling on fire. I don't know what's going on in the cosmos, in the stars. I don't know what's happening today, but whatever it is, it's doing me some good. It's making my heart feel so happy, and I'm just really excited. I have so many ideas running through my head right now. It's just a really inspired day, an inspired time for me. I hope you're feeling that too. Maybe it is some sort of thing going on in the stars. I don't know. We'll get started in just a minute here. Today we're talking about co-creation, which is creating a partnership with the universe to bring those big dreams we've been talking about into reality. It's pretty good. This is what we all want, right? We all want those big dreams to be a little bit closer, a whole lot closer, and start bringing them into our everyday right now. And that's what we're going to talk about doing today. So my intention today is to really help you to realize how supported you are in your big soul desires. When I say you're supported, it's like you are unbelievably supported. You have the most incredible support you could imagine. More support than you can even dream of is what you have in terms of trying to achieve these dreams, in terms of working toward achieving these dreams. You have unlimited support, and that's what I'm really going to talk to you about today. And then my other intention is to really teach you how to start recognizing that support and how to start identifying the ways that the universe is already supporting you, is already bringing you exactly what you need. Once we start recognizing that, then we can really start enhancing that support in our lives. And so we'll go through today what co-creation is, what your role is in this partnership, what the role of the universe is. We'll go through ways you might already be seeing universal support in your life. And then we're going to talk about enhancing that support, enhancing your ability to see and receive support. And even before I get into all of this, I just want to tell you, you're already co-creating with the universe. You are already creating your reality every single day, whether you are being intentional about it or not. So with this information, I hope you're able to start being more intentional about the reality that you are creating, about the life that you are creating. And specifically, since we're talking about big dreams this month, be more intentional about creating those big dreams and bringing them into your everyday, into your reality. Because a lot of times when we create these big dreams of where we want our life to go, I shared with you a week or two ago, I have this really big dream of owning all of this land and this beautiful life that I see for me and for my family that's really deeply connected to nature. And I shared all of these aspects of this dream that I have, and it feels huge. And I could sit and think, that is someday. That'll happen someday far away. And what I want to encourage you to do is to stop thinking of your dreams as being so far off into the future, because when we do that, we kind of get ourselves out of doing the work right now to make those dreams a reality, because there are things you can do now, today, to bring that dream closer and closer and closer to your everyday, to right now. So this great big dream that you have for your life, I don't want you to think of it as something that's going to happen in 10, 20, 50 years. Let's think about it as something that's going to start happening today. We're on the path to creating this big dream as a reality today. Because if we keep this big dream as something that will happen someday, the truth is that someday is never going to come. The goalpost is going to keep moving farther and farther and farther away. So instead of putting your dreams as something that you'll do someday, you'll have someday, you'll achieve someday, you'll work towards someday, let's start working on it today, because that is the only way that this dream is actually going to happen. So let's talk about co-creation. Let's talk about what exactly co-creation is. What co-creation is working alongside the universe to create the life and the experiences that you desire. You have a role in this, and the universe has a role in this, and you work together to create this life. And when you figure out this partnership, when you learn to let go of the major control that we usually feel in our life and lean into this support from the universe, things happen smoother, things happen faster. Suddenly, it just becomes easier to move forward and start really seeing those big dreams come into our reality. This partnership is how manifestation works. This partnership is how we create the life that we are meant for. And like I said, even if you don't realize this partnership exists, everyone is constantly co-creating with the universe, because we are all creators. We are all creators of our reality. And whether we realize it or not, we all have this amazing support from the universe. So my goal is to help you be more intentional about what you're creating and to really see this support that exists, because the more we lean into this support, the more we can call it in and be more intentional with it. And really, once we figure this out, that this partnership exists, things start moving so freaking fast. It's like the secret to making our dreams a reality is recognizing this partnership and being an active, deliberate participant in it. So Like I said, the universe is already supporting you in your life right now. And some of the ways you can see and recognize this support, what it looks like is support from the universe might look like unexpected opportunities showing up to you, like the right person, the right job, the right book, the right video, the right something crossing your path at exactly the right time. Do you ever have where you hear the exact message that you need to hear right at the exact time you needed to hear it? That's the universe popping in. That's the universe supporting you as you move forward in your life. It may come through as a sudden inspiration. Some people call this a download. You get this sudden inspiration, this sudden spark within you. That is your support from the universe coming in, supporting you, encouraging you as you move forward, bringing you what you need. You may have sudden clarity, even something so simple as, have you ever been running late and as you're driving, you just hit every green light and you get wherever you're going on time and it feels like a freaking miracle? When that happens, you say, oh my gosh, thank you, universe. Thank you for this support. Thank you for this love. Thank you for bringing this to me. The support from the universe doesn't have to be some like big aha moment where the light shines down on you and you're covered in magic. It's all of the little ways that you are supported as you move forward in life. It's the beauty around you, the opportunities that come to you, the people that come to you, the things that are said to you that you just really needed to hear, the thing that you read that suddenly makes everything click for you. These are all ways the universe is bringing you exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. And we're going to talk about starting to recognize that in your life. But maybe even right now, as I'm talking, you can think of ways that you have seen this support in your life. And maybe you haven't recognized it as being part of some bigger, grand plan for your life, or as part of the universe, God's spirit supporting you in your life. But I want you to try to start thinking of it in that way, because recognizing this support is an important step in learning to work with this support in creating your dreams. Like I said in the beginning, this is a partnership and you have a role in this partnership. When I first learned about like the universe supporting us on our journey, I was like, cool, I'm just going to sit back and chill, and the universe is going to create this dream reality for me. I kind of thought, we talk about vision boards, and if you've ever seen some of like the beginning, more basic stuff about manifestation, it's like you put your dreams out into the universe and then the universe delivers. So simple. I'm like, this is amazing. I'm just gonna chill and universe, do your thing, and I just put my dreams out there, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait. It's gonna happen. And that's not quite how it works. I learned, because my dreams and the amazing things I wanted weren't really coming to me. Like I wasn't really getting this full experience that I expected from what I had read about how manifestation works, how this whole like, I don't know, believing in the universe thing works. What really is an important aspect of this is that, and what I learned is that I am part of this creation process. I am an active participant. We cannot just sit and wait for the universe, spirit, God, whatever word you want to use, source. We cannot wait for this higher power to do all the work and create this magic life for us, because we are here. We're the ones living the life. We are having the human experience, and we have to do the work too. We can't just have everything delivered to us, because part of this human experience is learning the lessons that we are meant to learn, having the experiences that we are meant to experience. It's learning to be brave. It's learning to take action. It's learning to have relationships. It is learning to love, to receive love. All of these human lessons, these people lessons that we are meant to learn, it all happens through action. And if we're not doing the action, if we're not doing our part, if we're not humaning our way around, the universe can't bring us the things that we want. We have to be an active partner in what we want. You have a responsibility for your life. You have to take ownership of your life and realize the real power that you have in creating what you want. I just recorded a podcast episode on this a couple days ago. It's going to come out next week, I believe. But the truth is, we are all creators of our reality. And the reality that you are living right now, the reality I'm living right now, is something that I have created. Even if there's aspects that I don't like, the truth is, I created it. I have created this experience for myself. And we have to realize that we have this responsibility for creating the experience that we want. We have to take ownership of our life and be willing to take steps forward instead of just waiting for fate to play its role, instead of just waiting for the universe to do all the work, instead of waiting for everything to be brought to us. We have to be walking forward on the path. As we walk forward on the path, as we take these steps forward, take this action, that's where the universe can come and meet us where we're at. But we have to show commitment. We have to show that we are willing to do the work, because partnering with the universe and using this sort of like metaphysical way of living doesn't mean we get out of doing the work. We don't get out of being human. We don't get out of life being hard sometimes and having to learn the lessons that we are meant to learn. We still have to take these steps forward, and we still have to be willing to be challenged and meet those challenges. And when we take our steps forward, we take the first step toward our goal, the second step, every step along the way, that is where the universe comes and meets us where we're at and helps us moving forward. But if we are staying still, if we are stagnant, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. We have to do our part. Know that the more that you move forward, the more the universe can support you. It's really like we have to show this ownership. We have to show this commitment. And the way we show it is by taking these steps, taking the first step. And I want to say, if you are thinking, well, crap, I don't know what the first step is. Like, my big dream is something that I don't even understand yet. I don't know how to get there. It's okay. You don't have to know how to get to the end. That's going to happen over time. That's a journey. You don't have to know how to get there right now. We're just taking the first step. And even if you're thinking, well, I don't know the first step, that's okay. We don't have to know the exact right thing to do. I want you, if you are thinking you don't know what the first step is toward this big dream of yours, just take your first inspired step. What do you feel inspired to do? For me, when I think about my big dream, there's a million ways I could get there, right? There's a million ways I could get to this big dream that I have for myself. And if I let myself focus on all the different ways I could get there and try so hard to choose the best path for me, it becomes very overwhelming. And that's when I stay stuck. That's when I am stagnant. And like I just said, when we are stagnant, the universe can't bring us the opportunities because we're stuck in confusion. We're not moving. We need to have that movement. So what I would encourage you to do is just choose something. Just what do you feel inspired to do? And it can be so simple. Your inspiration for your first step, the first thing you do can be reading a book about how to get to your dream. It can be anything, talking to someone who has the experience that you are looking to have. I'm going to give you an example. Say your example is that you want to be an artist whose artwork is sold in galleries, it's featured in museums. Like, you want to be a big freaking deal in the art world, okay? That's a big dream. And the way that you will get to that is by doing what you feel inspired to do on that path and trusting there's no wrong answer. You're going to get where you need to go, but you've got to start moving if you're going to get there. So your first steps might be taking time every week to paint or photograph or whatever your art is, but taking time every week to hone your skill, to really invest and show the universe that you're serious about this. It might be researching how to start an online store to sell your art. It might be visiting galleries and speaking to artists who have their art on display and asking them, how'd you get here? Do you have any recommendations? Whatever feels most exciting to you, whatever lights you up, I'm going to say that's your best step forward. Because when we are moving in the direction of our dreams, when we're moving in the direction of our soul desires, what we are meant to experience, it feels like excitement. It's what we want to do, right? We're not making decisions based on, okay, this is what I should do next, based on whoever has said whatever we should do next, or whatever person's other path we're trying to copy. This is our unique journey, and it is going to come to life through inspiration, through inspired action. You don't have to know the perfect thing to do. Honestly, your first step doesn't even have to make complete sense to you if it's where you're inspired to go, because inspiration, that comes from spirit. I learned not so long ago the word inspired means in spirit. It is coming from spirit. This inspiration is in you for a reason. So just follow that. Choose an action and go with it. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to become overwhelmed with figuring out what the right first step is, because there is no right first step. And the truth is, movement is better than staying still. Movement is better than being stagnant, and it's the only way that you will get out of confusion. Confusion, you get out of that by moving forward. Clarity comes through action. It doesn't come through sitting and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking about something, because you're just going to think your way into deeper confusion. You're going to think your way into more overwhelm. But clarity comes from taking the action, learning the lesson. And when you take the action, you're either going to get the result you want or the lesson that you need, but it only comes through moving forward. And when we start taking those steps forward, that's when the universe can come and meet us where we're at, so that we can continue with that movement forward. So what does this mean for your big dreams? When we talk about partnering with the universe and having this support, there's some really amazing things this means for your big dreams. And one of those is that you don't have to know exactly how to achieve what you are trying to achieve. You don't have to know exactly how to get to that big, amazing dream life. And the reality is, you're not going to be able to figure it out ahead of time. We can't predict the future. We don't know what opportunities are going to come to us. We don't know what challenges are going to come to us. So even if you spend all your time figuring out the exact perfect step-by-step path to get to that big dream, the truth is, it's not going to happen the way that you expect. It's going to happen however it's going to happen. And so you can relax a little bit, knowing that you don't have to know exactly how you get there. You just have to keep moving forward. You just have to keep taking those inspired actions and follow where you feel like you are being led. Follow where the inspiration is taking you, and know that as you make those movements, that's where the universe is going to come in. That's where the opportunities are going to come in. Another thing in terms of what this means for these big dreams, it's safe. It's totally safe to have these big, impossible feeling dreams, because you don't have to do it alone. Oftentimes we think, especially like Western society, we have to do everything alone. We're all about individualism. We're all about pulling up our bootstraps and working so hard. And we're about glorifying the struggle and rags to riches stories, right? We love that. And that's amazing and incredible, but also like we don't have to do this alone. We are supported by the most incredible support, by the most unending, full of love support that you could imagine. So dream your big dreams and know that you're not getting there alone. It's not all on you. You have the best partner that you could possibly have to achieve this reality that you're trying to achieve, to reach these goals that you are trying to reach. You don't have to do it alone. I mean, it's just incredible. And then the last thing I want to leave you with what this means for your big dreams is that you don't have to control every step of the process. You don't have to hold it so tight. You don't have to have this white knuckle grip on your dreams, because we know that we cannot control every step. And so there is no point in strangling our dreams by holding on too tight. We can loosen up our grip. We can trust that we are going to go wherever we are meant to go, because if we keep taking these inspired actions, we're going to get to where we are meant to be. And the truth is, we have these great big dreams, and I believe 100% that we can achieve them and we can get there. But I also want to let you know, as we work through this inspiration, it's possible that we're going to end up somewhere even better than those big dreams that we're dreaming of. Our dreams exist in what we perceive as possible, and the universe, God, source, spirit, has so much more in store for us than we can even comprehend. Because when we accept this support, accept this partnership, we can really lean into the fact that we don't know what's next, and what's next is probably even better than what we are dreaming of, than what we can even perceive in this moment. Now, we're coming to the end a little bit, and I want to leave you with a couple ways that you can start really enhancing this support from the universe, that you can really lean into it more deeply, lean more deeply into this partnership. There are two ways I'm going to leave you with. And the first one is to really start recognizing the ways that you are already supported in your life. When we do this, we're training our brain to see support. We're training our brain to see the ways that we are already being guided, being led to where we want to go. And no matter where you are in your life, there is already support coming in. I promise you, no matter what your situation is, no matter what is happening right now, even when we don't realize that the universe is here supporting us in every moment, it is still here supporting us in every moment, right? It's there no matter what. And once we start shifting our perspective to see the gifts in front of us, to see the support that we're receiving, it makes it more obvious to us in the everyday. Like, it starts becoming natural to us to see and connect to that support. And since this support is coming in all the time, if we are not looking for it, sometimes it can pass us right by without us having that realization. And I want you to be more attuned to the ways you are supported, so that when the support from the universe comes in regards of like reaching your big dream, that you can see it, you can take the opportunity, you can recognize this support, and you can move forward with it. You can accept it. You can run with it into the wind. You can just go with it. But the way that we start being able to accept that support is by being able to start recognizing it in our life. And the second thing that I really want to encourage you to start doing is to start feeling deeply into gratitude every day. And I want to add some context to this, because I know that for a long time, at least a long time for me, when I moved into getting more interested in personal development, getting more interested in mindset, in all of these things, gratitude is something that has been focused on and talked about for a long time. But it's often talked about in terms of make a gratitude list. And I think we need more feeling behind it. For me, making a gratitude list was just like, okay, I'll put this on my to-do list and I'll do it later. We have to have the feelings of gratitude behind it in order to get the benefit of focusing on this incredible positive emotion, because gratitude is one of the highest vibration emotions that we can experience. I mean, it's right up there close to love. It's right up there. And the way that we really, I guess, activate the power of gratitude is by leaning into the feeling. It's not just doing things to show that you're grateful. It is feeling that gratitude. We are a feeling being, and we manifest, we experience through our feelings. So I want to encourage you to not have empty gratitude, saying, oh, I'm so thankful for my family. We can say that, but we need to feel it. We need to feel, oh my God, I'm so grateful for my family. I am so grateful for these beautiful children I've been blessed with, for this husband who supports me through everything. We have to have the feeling. The feeling is key. The feeling is everything. And I want to encourage you to start feeling into gratitude. I've talked to you before. Our soul, it really exists on the same high vibration energy level as God, as source, as universe. And gratitude, it exists right up there with it. It's that same amazing God frequency vibration. And the more that we sit in that beautiful feeling of gratitude, like true, deep, overwhelming gratitude, the more we are able to experience source, God, universe in our life, because we are matching that frequency. We're matching that vibration of God. And how amazing is that? This is a way that you can 100% call in more support from the universe, call in a deeper connection with God, with source, whatever you want to say, is by feeling that gratitude deeply. Like, I'm talking deep. Really feel it. If it makes you tear up, you're doing it right. Okay? And these are ways that we can start really enhancing the support that we receive from the universe. And that's it, my friend. That is our whole little talk today, all about co-creation. I hope that I'm leaving you with a better understanding of what co-creation is, what your role is as this partner with the universe. And I hope that you will start becoming more intentional and active in this partnership, because it is always working for you, but you have to choose those intentional actions forward so that it takes you where you want to go. I really hope this was helpful. I hope that you connected. I was getting a little passionate here, so hopefully I didn't overwhelm you with my big voice and my big feelings. But like I said, today I'm just feeling so inspired. So I hope that that came through. I hope this spoke to your heart, and I cannot wait to chat with you again soon. I should be back next week for our final session in talking about our big dreams and our big soul desires. And next week we're going to talk about my plan. It may change, but my plan right now is next week to talk about some of the blocks that we can experience when it comes to bringing these big dreams into our reality. So I'll see you next week. Goodbye. Love you so much. Talk to you later. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Suddenly Spiritual podcast. I'm so grateful that I get to be part of your journey of spiritual expansion. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love it if you would leave a review for me on Apple Podcasts. It's a quick, free, easy way for you to support this podcast, and it helps me reach more people who are looking for support on their spiritual journey. You can find a link to leave a review in the show notes. Thank you so much, and I'll chat with you soon.